Holding on by letting go. Do you ever feel tired of the struggles in life and feel like giving up? In this mindfulness moment, we'll find inspiration to hold on because your next miracle might be just around the corner. Get comfortable. Close your eyes if you'd like and settle in as you listen to the story of a beautiful flying creature named Marmalade. Listen as she learns to hang on for her next miracle by letting go of the things that are weighing her down. Marmalade was no ordinary bug. She had always felt different from the other bugs in her town. While they were content in their simple routines, Marmalade couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to life, something beyond the humdrum existence that seemed to lack the passion and excitement she longed for. While the others were content buzzing around the same old garden every day, Marmalade often felt like she didn't quite fit in. Her wings were wider, her legs a little longer, and her thoughts often drifted to places far beyond the garden walls. But more than anything, Marmalade was lonely. She often sat on her favorite leaf, watching the other bugs laugh and flutter about, feeling consumed by thoughts of loneliness and fear.
Why don't I fit in? Will I ever belong?
One day, as Marmalade sat by her lonesome, she noticed a big green truck parked nearby. It belonged to a nice lady who always seemed to have a sparkle in her eye and a warm smile as she climbed into that truck each day. Marmalade couldn't help but wonder,
what makes her so happy?
the lady would drive off every morning and return every evening, still glowing with that same joyful energy. Marmalade had a revelation.
Maybe wherever that lady goes every day is the source of her happiness. What if there's a place where I can be happy too? A place where I can fit in, where I can belong.
The next morning, Marmalade made a brave decision. As the lady climbed into her truck and started driving away, Marmalade fluttered up and landed on the side view mirror. She clung tightly to the edge, her tiny legs gripping with all their might as the wind whipped around her. The truck picked up speed, and suddenly Marmalade's heart was racing. The world was rushing by faster than she'd ever experienced, and in the rearview mirror, the familiarity she'd grown used to became smaller and smaller and smaller, fading into the distance. The wind tugged at her wings and stung her eyes. Fear crept in.
What if I'm blown off this truck? What if this was a mistake? Maybe I should have stayed in the garden where it was safe and familiar.
Her grip weakened, and part of her wanted to give up and return to the comfort of her old life, even if it wasn't fulfilling. But deep inside, something stronger than fear began to stir. It was faith. Marmalade remembered her revelation, the feeling that there was something more waiting for her. She realized that holding on to her fear was making it harder to keep going.
If I keep holding on to my fear,
she thought,
I'll never discover where I truly belong.
So with a deep breath, Marmalade did something brave. She let go, not of the mirror, but of her fear. She allowed the wind to rush past her without resistance, embracing the ride and trusting that it would carry her to where she needed to go. The truck drove for what felt like hours, and Marmalade held on with renewed strength. Finally, the truck began to slow down. Marmalade looked ahead and saw a sight that made her heart soar. The truck had stopped at the edge of a beautiful, lush forest. The trees were tall and green, the air fresh and sweet, and everywhere she looked, there were bugs just like her. Bugs with wide wings and long legs, flying and laughing, just as she'd imagined. Marmalade let go of the mirror and fluttered gently into the forest. In this place, she felt like she had always belonged. She was home. The fear, loneliness, and doubt melted away. She had not only found bugs who looked like her, but also a life full of new experiences, joy, and possibilities she had never imagined. Marmalade realized that by letting go of fear and trusting in the journey, she had found a paradise more beautiful than she'd ever dreamed. Just like Marmalade, we all have moments when we feel out of place or as though we're holding on through a storm of fear and doubt. But remember, sometimes holding on means letting go of what weighs us down. Let go of your fears, doubts, and worries. Trust that just like Marmalade, you are on a journey towards something beautiful, something meant just for you. Know that you have the strength to hold on and the faith to find your own paradise, whatever that may look like. Sometimes when we're holding on for the next miracle and looking in the rearview mirror at the same time, it can be a rough ride. But if while following our faith, we find the courage to let go of the things that no longer serve us, we can make it to the promised land that tomorrow has in store for us. You are growing, you are evolving, and your paradise is closer than you think. So let go while holding on and embrace the journey toward your greatest dreams.